Hey, Jason, I want to talk to you today about platforms, wireless charging platforms for devices that are irregular.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm talking about, but just to set it up for anyone that's watching, wireless charging has become very prominent and pervasive in regular-shaped devices, namely mobile phones and like flat earbuds cases. There might be minor differences from a certain iPhone version to the next iPhone or to a Samsung, but more or less they're flat rectangles. And therefore, there's been a lot of standardization so you can use the same transmitter for multiple different types of phones or earbud cases. But we know that there are so many different product areas where they can't get away with one size fits all or one shape fits all. So what are some of those areas and what are some of the problems when you get to irregular shaped objects?
I mean, when I think about this, it's small devices specifically. We start thinking about anything that is, fashion-based or you wear.
Okay.
Rings, glasses, earbuds themselves.
Yep.
I mean,
watches maybe even.
Watches, correct.
Yep.
You don't have the same form factors as you do in a cell phone. So how do you create a common platform that gives you the user experience and the functionality that you're looking for, but across a bunch of different SKUs that you might have if you're a design-focused company?
Right. Okay. So, I don't think I want to get into the bits and bytes of it right now. I want to ask you maybe a bit more of an obvious question. Why does it even matter to have a common platform?
It's development time and cost. It's realistically speaking, how do you make something scalable and be able to be adopted into the industry? And the easier something is, the more likely it'll be widely adopted, and the more likely it'll proliferate across multiple segments.
Okay. Yeah. So ease and speed are absolutely huge. One other thing that's a little bit less obvious that I think is important is the environmental benefits of it. So when you reduce the amount of different types of parts that you need, so if you have a separate charger for each individual pair of glasses, and they have to be customized, you have so much more tooling. You have so many more materials you need. The manufacturing is much less efficient and effective. So it creates this environmental problems. And I'm pretty sure you have a drawer in your house where you just keep about 50 old cords just in case you need them one day, right?
Of course. I mean, how many USB-A cables do I have?
Yeah. So we know, and then worse than USB-A that are actually somewhat standardized, you also have weird barrel plugs that you don't know if it fits the barrel of this thing, but you keep it anyways. And so this creates a lot of e-waste. And so I think common platforms, in addition to speed to market and also reusability of a design, allow for you to reduce your environmental footprint as well.
Yeah, I think a great example of that too is just the idea of changing the form factor to improve user experiences is mobile payments, for example.
Okay.
Credit cards used to be the most common form factor. Kind of looks like a cell phone itself.
Sure.
It's a little square. But
a thin square, yeah.
The fact that we went into a wireless payment technology lets you use different form factors such as your watch or the top of the cell phone. It doesn't really matter how you touch it anymore.
Right.
In the end, you are making a common platform that makes it much more intuitive for the end user to use across different products.
Got it. So I think what we're really speaking to is we see this trend that there's all sorts of irregular shaped objects like the ones you've mentioned that need to be powered. People are like, why do glasses need to be powered? Until they realize that there's this race for the face going on, meaning that all the big tech companies, many of the big fashion companies are all trying to create electronic glasses for various applications. We'll talk about that another time. But in any of those cases, you need to have power in those devices, and you also need to be able to update those devices with firmware updates. And so in order to do that across thousands of different types of glasses, like the ones we all wear today, you need to have form factor adaptability. Otherwise, you won't be able to have a platform.
Correct. Specifically when I look at that, the cell phone, you can basically copy and paste the same design across multiple platforms, right? In the case of the products you're talking about, you got to get about 75 to 80% within electronics to have a common platform based off of a really robust common platform. But the customizations where the winners are going to play, the ability to quickly customize and create solutions that let you adapt to your end user.
All right, now don't give away too much. I look forward to talking about that in the future.
Of course.
All right, thanks.